going on, guys? It's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and today we have some awesome instructional content on the turf brought to you by Field Turf. They were kind enough to install a real turf field in our warehouse. It's literally my favorite thing we have in the office. So today we have Kacy from Shake School, trains a ton of pros, and he's going to give you his 3 favorite footwork drills as you head into your fall season and you get ready for the spring. But first, we've installed a camera live on our turf, so anytime you want, you can check in and see what's happening live on the turf, ecdlax.com/livestream to see what is going on. So without further ado, let's get into Kacy's drills.
What's up, everybody? Coach Kacy with Shake School. I train high school players, college players, and some of the biggest pros in the world. And today I'm going to take you through some of my 3 go-to drills. All right, so this drill here is, this is my absolute go-to. I really feel that in this drill, the more you do it, players' light bulbs really go off and they really start to understand how to set up their one-on-one and how to really win that matchup. So in this drill, we have a couple different pieces to it. So the first part of the drill is gonna be about injury prevention. And so in this first segment here, we're gonna really work on single leg bounding and explosion. We're gonna work on single leg balance, body control, weight distribution. All of these things are involved in injury prevention. And we're also gonna have an emphasis on the first part of this drill here where we start thinking about not just our footwork, but soft hands and transitioning the stick from left to right, which is ultimately selling our shoulders and our heads and deceiving a defender and controlling them where they're supposed to go. So for the first part, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a ball and we're gonna have a stick. And even though we're really focusing on the footwork and the body control, we're also gonna make sure that we transfer the stick and the ball from each side with one hand. So we're not gonna put 2 hands on our stick and just switch it over like a regular normal split dodge. And what we'll do is we'll start on one cone, one hand here, and we're gonna bound and transfer. Bound and transfer, bound, bound, bound. That will be the first part of the drill. The second part of the drill we call fill the container. So this little rectangle area here is where we're gonna start to work quick feet activation, quick twitch muscles, and really start to overtrain our change of gears. So in this area, we call this the container. And when you get here, we're going to stay as wide as the container. So a lot of times when we do quick feet activation, athletes tend to keep their feet underneath them, but we're actually gonna get a little bit wider here. And we're not just gonna go through here and go quick feet as fast as we can and only get 1, 2, 3 steps in. We wanna get as many steps as we possibly can. So we're gonna fill this container with not only the position of our feet, but how many reps we get in here. So when we get to the container here, you're going to be worried about just the lower body actions here, less about your hands, and we're gonna start to crank as fast as we can, as long as we can, and take our time as we go through there. The third part of the drill we call the shoot. And when we hit the shoot, this is where we get away from quick and fast, and we start to really move east and west, and we focus on our hands, our shoulders, and our head fakes. So once we get through the container, we're gonna start to work left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right. And again, you'll notice that the shoot is extra long. So you can get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps in here. All right, so this is the second drill. The first drill, we saw how it worked on just kind of more finesse game, some chop on our feet, and then really getting our head, shoulders. This drill is where we really focus on violent foot movement or violent footwork or violent strikes to the ground. So that's something that I think really also sets a light bulb off in a lot of these athletes' head is, we always think about quick feet or fast feet or quiet feet is the one I hear all the time. But really what we're working on is violent feet. So violent footwork that gets us separation, which gets us our hands free, allows us to pass, feed, or shoot. So in this drill, we call this a jab step ladder, and you're gonna see some of the other concepts involved in this. So on this drill, you guys will be able to use either side. So if I do a right-sided rep for the first one, then maybe the second time I come back lefty, you can also switch it. But at every cone, we wanna be violent with our jab steps and precise. So we're gonna go vertical, right, at our defender, reset, and then step to the sideline, all right? So again, we're working just those movements. We're also gonna work our hands and how our hands move with our feet. So don't go through here just doing this and my hands are staying still, but I'm getting really good jab steps. I wanna move my hands and my feet together. So we would be going forward, out, okay? Reset, forward, out, forward, out, then we're gonna hit the chute from the last drill. We're gonna make a directional change here as if this is the defender we're dodging. And then we also want to address the second level defender or a second piece of positioning by the defender. So once we come off of here, you guys can choose how you want to do it. So you could either chop it down, split it back, okay? Or you can just simply step in and then keep going down the alley, but we're gonna make sure that we don't just round it around this hurdle, address that hurdle one way or another. All right, so this is a more advanced drill. So we're gonna combine some techniques here, but ultimately, there's two things I want you to remember here. One is the phrase slide them and leave them. Okay, the second phrase is going to be get back and then re-attack. All right, slide them and leave them. Why is that important? A lot of times when I'm called to ISO and I'm going to go on a dodge, I get the ball here, Greg's my defender, and we basically run straight at them. And then we make our move from there. Split, right, left, whatever, face dodge, speed burst, change of direction, however you want to label it. But what we do is, the defender knows an ISO's coming, the wings are clearing through, the defender is in his position, whether it be top side or however you guys play defense, but you're ready to go, and then I take my dodge and I run it right at your ready position. So now what we're doing is taking my strength versus your strength, and we see who wins the matchup. Instead, what we want to do is we want to slide them somewhere which moves them out of their ready position. It's not big, it's not 5 yards, but we're taking them out of this ready position, and now we start to move them, and you'll notice the defender's like, okay, and now they start looking for their slide, they start calling to see who's help, and now we have them moving and not ready. Now we can attack. So it's just a way of adjusting the defender and slide them one way, and then we leave them. So we'll say, in this scenario, slide them left, and then with my footwork and a hard jab, he jumps, I leave him left. So slide him left, leave him left, okay? The second concept is called get back, re-attack. And so whenever I'm working with people that want to be better at one-on-one matchups, I always tell them you have to have a backup plan. So if your dodge doesn't work, or the defense fires on time, or they double, or they collapse, and you can't have nowhere to go with it, the next step is, what do I do next? Because I don't want you to be really big into dodging, but then get yourself into double teams and go too far, you're losing turnovers. So we always worry about what's next. And so you guys will hear the term a lot, dodge and re-dodge, okay? I clean it up a little bit because when I hear dodge and re-dodge, I see kids dodging and then it doesn't work, and then the coach is yelling re-dodge, re-dodge, and he pulls way back out to 5 more yards, and then he runs right back at them again, okay? So get back, re-attack is a quicker, more aggressive, short space idea. So if I were dodging, instead of dodge and then re-dodge and resetting, if I get back, okay, I'm just gonna get back and then quickly re-attack. All right, so we're gonna get back, create space, and then immediately attack that space and never let our defender or the defense recover and get ready. So in this drill, what we will do here is we're gonna slide them left, and if you notice, this isn't a straight line, okay, this is a bubble. So we're gonna bubble away from our defender to give ourselves some more room. So we bubble away here with either a shuffle, or we call it a little kick behind, but however you want to, slide them over to the left around the bubble. We're gonna initiate quick feet here, and we're gonna transfer through quick. We're gonna throw a super hard jab to the left, so we've slid our defender left, leave them left. We're gonna pretend that the chute is here, so this is where we break them down, and then we're gonna take off hard right. We pretend that the defense has adjusted to us, we get back quickly, and then we re-attack off of here. Thank you guys for watching. Tried to give you guys a good overview of some of the drills that we use. They are our go-to drills. If you wanted to see more workouts and a lot more drills, you can go to shakesschoollacrosse.com, and we have a bunch of free videos on there and a bunch of workouts and drill content for you guys that can't be around us geographically.